Well, I mean, the scenes are really choreographed, like pretty heavily choreographed, obviously, because it's important how, Barbara uses her body and, how these two characters connect and then they kind of disconnect and, the sort of dance between them. And there were very specific points that had to be hit. So that can take the magic out of it a little bit. But, we kept it pretty steamy. You gotta commit to it and have it. I think after the first couple of takes, it was like, all right, this is going to be good. I think we've got something here. Just ignore the 70 crew members eating pastrami sandwiches, standing around you, and try to stay in the moment and keep it fresh.
Yeah, I think that was part of what inspired me to write it in the first place. Was having enough interactions where people are saying, if only my life could be like that movie you were in, or if only I could find somebody like you in that movie. And hearing things like that sometimes startles me, because I love movies, but movies aren't real life. And real life is so much more beautiful and rich with detail and nuance than any movie could ever be, even a great movie. And you'll miss it. You'll miss all that good stuff if you're busy comparing your real life to what you've seen on a screen. And so that's a lot of what I wanted to sort of poke fun at by making this movie.
I mean, I think certainly not just as a person in the spotlight, but also as a woman, I'm used to being objectified. I think that it's important not just to feel like that can kind of clip your wings or sort of pigeonhole you, but actually to you try not to let those things, those limits really affect your desire to challenge yourself and to place yourself outside of the box. I've always tried to use whatever kind of spotlight I've had, and kind of flip it on its head and shine it on something else and break it up that way. So.
Well, to me, the most thrilling moments of the whole process, from writing to shooting through post-production and everything, was those moments when these fantastic actors that I was privileged enough to be working with took text that I'd written and brought it to life, really brought their own individual take on what I had done and surprised me and brought nuance to it that I wouldn't have expected. And honestly, Scarlett did that every day from the very beginning. I mean, I remember the very, very, very first time we sat down to start rehearsing, and I first heard you do the character and speak in that accent, and I instantly knew. I was like, I knew it! I was right! I knew she was gonna kill this! And I was over the moon.
I think, it's hard to pinpoint a specific moment, but I mean, I think really from the, very first conversation that Joe and I had about, this project, we were talking about the film's themes, and, it led into this kind of discussion of relationships and how we are in relationships and what we expect from our partner and, our own experiences. And, it was a really very intimate conversation off the bat, and I felt instantly like there was this this kind of the groundwork for this kind of trust between us, and that's just a fond memory I have, is really the first time we met, and I was so intrigued about what this project would be that he hadn't left the house before I started, reading the script, and I think I emailed him 20 minutes later, practically after I'd finished it. So.